And Bonds hits one high. It's a deep. It is out of here. 7:56. Bonds stands alone.
Now Booker with Tucker on him. Throws it up for 8. Shot blocked by Antetokounmpo. What a block from Giannis.
17 seconds from Game 7 or from championship number 6. Jordan, open, Chicago with the lead.
Minute remaining. And they're putting Curry in the pick and roll, trying to get him on Ervin. Irving and Curry, one-on-one. Irving puts it up. It's good! Kyrie Irving from downtown!
We're sending it in, Jerome. That's for damn sure.
Yes. What is up, everybody, and welcome to the Taproom Sports Podcast. I am your host, Jordan Stacks on Stacks Lats. Joined with my man, Swerving Ervin Washington, and he's wearing a beautiful shirt tonight. Beautiful shirt. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. Enjoyed a great game 1 of the Stanley Cup FInals.
Yep. Oh, you would definitely love that one. I know that. Man, I really thought Tampa Bay was going to come out and win. I was honestly shocked they kind of fought back because when Colorado had such a good first period, I was like, oh, this shit's over, dude. And I actually played Colorado minus 1.5 lives, so I lost that. Plus, I lost Tampa Bay money line, dude. So
You should. That's how you stay away from Tampa Bay. That city deserves nothing nice, bro. You listen to me one day.
yeah, but then I took Colorado live minus 1.5, and they only won by 1. So I was like, oh, when it was 3-1, I was like, this shit's over, dude. Like, pack them up. It's done. Ended up losing both. That's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. It is what it is.
That was a good game 1, though. It's gonna be a good series. It's gonna be a good long series. Honestly, I think whoever can win a game on the opposing team's floor, that's who's gonna win the cup.
Yeah, I mean, that could be. It's gonna be an interesting series. Honestly, I could see this like only going 5 games, dude. Because Colorado is that talented. They are the better team on paper. I just thought, obviously, Tampa has Vasilevsky. That's the difference, but he wasn't even good tonight. You know what I mean? So it's like they need him to be much better.
Yeah, he gave up 2 uncharacteristic goals, and he had his stick on the wrong side in overtime. That's how they got the goal to win the game.
Yeah, it was hella weird, dude. Like just a very uncharacteristic game of him, especially after that Rangers series where he was so great in games 3 to 6. But before we really get into this, I do got to mention we are being brought to you by Tavour. Make sure to go to Tavour.com or download the Tavour app straight to your mobile device and use promo code TAPROOM for $10 off your first purchase of $25 or more. That's craft beer delivered straight to your front door. It's an app. All you got to do is pick the beers you want. Boom, delivered. Let's go. $10 off. That's 2 beers. You're welcome, and thank you. So let's talk about the NHL game today, Ervin. Colorado closed minus 150 as a favorite. When we were talking about it last night, me and Ben, sorry, I'm trying to pull up all the odds because the over was 6. It went over. But when we were talking on the pod last night, I was mentioning to Ben that, a lot of money was coming in on Tampa Bay because Colorado opened like minus 165, minus 167, got bet down to minus 150. So we were seeing a lot of big money come in on Tampa, even though a majority of the tickets were on Colorado. So I was inclined just to play where the smart money was going and take Tampa Bay. That's kind of why I leaned them. Plus, like the rust factor, obviously no rust. Colorado came out swinging 2-1 in the first, or 3-1 after the first period. But Tampa Bay battles back, ties the game at 3. And you could honestly say, Tampa Bay might have outplayed Colorado in 2 out of the 3 periods today.
Yeah, they did. Honestly, I thought Tampa Bay was going to win after they came back from down 3-1. And it looked like the Rockies was fading a little bit because the Lightning were being a little bit more physical at the point of attack. But the Avalanche switched it. In I say mid-third quarter, they started more with the forecheck and keeping the puck in front of the net because I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Vasilevsky.
Vasilevsky blocked 23 shots in a row, so he was on pretty much on his game outside of those last 2 goals.
Yeah, no, it was a brutal break for them, especially in
Yeah.
overtime. But the fact they got it to overtime was impressive, like you said, because I thought Tampa Bay really got outplayed big time in that first period. That's why
that first period could have been like 4-1, 5-1, especially with those 2 terrible penalties.
Yeah, that's
So
why. That's why I played them -1.5 after the first period, because I was like, dude, Colorado dominated that period. Like they're probably gonna dominate the rest of this game. But you know, we've spoken about it before, how Tampa Bay does have like that championship factor that they can lean on because they've been there, they've done that. And we kind of saw that in the second period, how they battled back, tied the game. Impressive game for them, honestly, even though they lose. Do you think that that's mentally taxing going into the next game? Because it's like, damn, dude, like we fought all the way back and we probably should have won that game, but here we are, we're down 1-0. Do you think that game 2 is kind of like a must win for them, or can they go back home and tie it 2-2 and it's all good?
I wouldn't say it's a must win because remember they was down 2-0 against the Rangers and went back home and won.
Colorado's a much better team than the Rangers.
Yeah, I know they way better than the Rangers, but I'm just gonna give Tampa Bay the benefit of the doubt, even though I don't want to, because I don't, you already know my slogan: Tampa Bay deserves nothing nice. So I think it could be a must win, depending on seeing how good the Avalanche are, and they have 3 legit lines that can score, defend.
Yeah,
and they're fast too. So I was actually kind of surprised how good the Lightning kept up with them as far as the speed factor. So that bodes well for them. But I definitely think they shouldn't want to be down 2-0 to this team. So I would want you can say I would say it's like a 60-40 must win for them, because they can easily lose this next game and go home and win 2 at home. But I don't know. Colorado's a real hot team. They look like the best team throughout the whole playoffs, most consistent team. So going down 2-0 to them doesn't sound good. So I would, hopefully to be a longer series, I would want Tampa Bay to win, especially if we're going to keep getting hockey like this.
Yeah.
Fast-paced, clean hockey, not too many fouls outside of the 2 idiot penalties that the Lightning did, and that delayed game at the end of the game was horrible.
That was so dumb, dude.
I don't know.
That really
what he
almost
was
cost
thinking.
them, dude.
Yeah, that really almost cost them the game. If it would have been more time left, I think that would have cost them the game.
But I mean,
Colorado,
do you think
power play?
Do you think Tampa Bay can also look at it and kind of be like, hey, man, like we gave them that 3-on-1, okay, and we gave them a lot of opportunities, but we were still in that game. Do you think that there could be like a mental factor like that for Tampa Bay?
Yeah, because they have the championship experience. They're a real resilient team.
Yeah.
And Eddie brought it up before they lost that game 2 to the Rangers last series. They had won 18 game 2s in a row. So they could probably start a new streak, or they could be down 2-0. So we're going to see. I honestly think they might be going down 2-0 because they best chance to win one still a game was game 1 because they was coming off that long layoff. So
11 days off, dude.
Yeah, so
kind of looked like it benefited them though. I mean, they came out fast in that first period, dude. that shit was crazy to me. I didn't think that was gonna happen. Do we have a line out for game 2 right now? Let's see. When is it? Friday?
Saturday, I think.
Damn, the Stanley Cup Finals is taking a page out of the NBA Finals. You're giving guys 2 days off.
Yeah, playoff hockey has been real entertaining. Letting it build up a little bit.
All right, right now we have Colorado -155, Tampa Bay +141, over under is 6, juice to the under -115, and then on the puck line, Tampa Bay +1.5 is -200, very juiced, and Colorado -1.5 +176. What do you think?
So they expecting a real tight game. I'll say Colorado wins 3-2.
3-2. So you like the under and you like Colorado money line.
Yeah.
I would actually lean Tampa Bay right now just because I think it's kind of that game 2 factor where they've won 18 straight game 2s. Plus, on top of that, it's kind of like a must-win game. I wouldn't say it's like a must-win game, but you definitely don't want to go down 2-0, especially because Colorado, they could easily win game 3, and you go down 3-0, it's wraps.
Yeah, they go down 3-0. Just pack it up. It's Javante Davis versus Rolly Romero. It's gonna be a wrap. It's gonna be a KO.
It's 1, 2,
So
3 Cancun. Let's go.
well, I don't know. Tampa Bay is a two-time champ. Can't count them out till they actually stumped out and out. So
That's
let's see how
true.
it goes. I just know for a fact that since I've been from watching the playoffs and seeing these teams play, it's no surprise that Colorado's where they at.
Yeah, I agree. Right now, series price Colorado to win -265, Tampa Bay +225. So even the odds makers agree this series might be over.
Fairly quickly.
Yep,
And
agreed.
if that one dude wasn't out, it could have been a lot worse.
Oh, with Kadri? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Should be nasty. All right, let's move on to the NBA basketball game. Tomorrow we have NBA Finals Game 6. Golden State's up 3-2 on the series. Boston right now -3.5 favorites at home, and we have Golden State +3.5. I'm pulling up the line right now. Over under is 210 on the money line. Golden State +146. Boston -165. Right now, Boston is taking in the most money. 92% of the money is on Boston, while only 54% of the tickets are on Boston. On the money line, Boston getting 59% of the money, only 44% of tickets. Golden State 41% of money on 56% of the tickets at +140. The interesting thing in this series is that the team that's been the favorite, if they win the game, they cover the spread. So they've covered the spread every single game. So the team that wins covers the spread, is what I'm saying. So with that being said, what's your thoughts on Game 6 here, Ervin?
Game 6 is gonna be I think it's gonna be a back and forth. Hopefully the refs could keep their whistles to a minimum, because I think that's been impacting a lot of the games too. The refereeing on both sides. Just want to see some clean basketball. Hopefully the shooting is a little better too, because I know Boston got off to a rough start. Was that game?
It's been like every game. Last game they got off to a really rough start.
One game was like 16-4 at one point.
That was last game. That was Game 5.
Okay, so I think the biggest keys is going how does Boston start and how they play in the third quarter, because the Warriors been killing them in every third quarter except for Game 5.
Yeah, they won that game. They won that third quarter, and I was like, all right, they're winning this game, dude. This is over.
Yeah, and then that 3 by Poole turned it all completely around. So hopefully Boston could get off to a quick start. Tatum gets off to a fast start. That'll bode well.
Yep.
And he can carry that over to the rest of the game, because that's Game 5 started all bad and it ended all bad for him.
Yeah. I mean, dude, I'm so tired of talking about it, but Boston just like they
need a point guard.
Yeah, they play such dumb basketball, dude, and it's so frustrating because, like, honestly, they shouldn't have even made it this far, but their defense has been so elite, dude. Like, elite level defense, which is why they are where they're at. It's made up for their lack for all the turnovers, dude, because the stat is real. When they turn the ball over 15 times or less, they're like 13-2. When they turn the ball over 15 times or more, they're like 2-13. I don't know the actual number, but it's like they have 2 wins when they turn the ball over 15 times or more, and way more wins, only 2 losses when they turn it over 15 times or less. That third quarter last game, they were playing great. They were taking care of the basketball, and then Jason Tatum got hot. And then what happens? That Poole 3, like you said, at the end of the quarter, and then to start the third quarter, Marcus Smart gets that technical foul. They lose their composure. They start taking bad shots, turn the ball over, and it's over.
I think the first 7 minutes of the fourth quarter, they didn't score a basket.
Yeah, it was ugly, dude. It was absolutely ugly and just terrible basketball. They have to be better. Jason Tatum absolutely has to play great, and he's been
whatever
good.
They do. Not to cut you off, my bad,
You're good.
Whatever they do, they cannot let Brown run the offense at any point. When he was trying to run the offense in the fourth quarter, they had like 3 straight turnovers. That was all bad.
Yep, that's the same thing that happened when the Bucks came back from like down 12 with like 5 minutes left. It was because Marcus Smart was trying to do too much. that's their issue, man. They gotta figure that shit out. And Derek White, he wasn't hitting wide open shots, so like
And
Ime Udoka basically didn't even play him in the second half.
Yeah, they missed a lot of open threes. Even Al Horford missed 2 big ones in the fourth quarter. He had one from the corner. I think that cut the lead to like 8, but after that, it was just a wrap.
Yeah, no, they definitely couldn't make enough buckets, which is hella funny because after game 3, we were saying like, oh, can Golden State score enough to keep up with them? Because Boston was getting whatever they wanted.
Yeah.
Now the tables have turned, and that's how it's been. Who do you like in game 6, though?
I like the Celtics to win by I'll say they'll cover and win by 5, maybe 6. I think it's gonna be a real close game. I don't see seeing it being a blowout either way. So I think Tatum has about, I'll say 25 plus, between 25 and 30. Just need a more efficient night. Doesn't need to shoot a whole bunch. He just gotta control the pace of the game on offense for him, because clearly they can't run the offense through Marcus Smart. So
Yeah,
I think that that's gonna be a big factor on how they perform, and they gotta limit their turnovers. Like you said, if they have more than 15 turnovers, more than likely they're gonna lose this game.
Well, I think the best thing about that, if like you're the Celtics or you're backing the Celtics, is like their issues are very fixable. You know what I mean? Like those are issues you can fix. It's got to make better passes. They got to stop jumping in the air and then trying to make a decision. Like you need to make a decision before you do all that. You know what I mean?
And they also got to shoot better from the free throw line.
Yeah, they have to shoot much better from the free throw line. I think Boston's going to blow them out tomorrow. I think it's going to be a comfortable win for Boston. They're going to go back to Golden State, and that's going to be a bloodbath, dude. Coin flip,
Yeah, because if it gets to game 7, last time Golden State had a game 7 at home, they lost.
Anything can happen in the game 7. It's one game, you know what I mean? But yeah, I like the Celtics to win comfortably tomorrow. We've seen this multiple times from the Warriors, especially like against Memphis, where they go on the road to Memphis. Memphis beat them by like almost 50.
Yeah, they just laid an egg.
Yeah, and then they go home. Because, like I said, I think Boston's issues are fixable, and at some point, Jason Tatum's gonna have a good game, dude. Like he can't go out
Tatum
like
game.
that. Yeah, so it's got to happen in game 6. They need him. Hopefully, he texts Kobe tomorrow. He's got to text Kobe, bro.
I saw a meme today that said, after I shot 5 air balls, he takes Kobe or something. That I think Michael posted on SSA. That was funny as hell.
He's got to text Kobe, bro. Like, it worked in game 7 against the Heat. This is a must-win game here, bro. Right. And this is what I was saying, dude. After game 7, I was like, bro, why did they celebrated like the job was over? They celebrated like the job was done, and that worried me. Just like Phoenix did last year when Phoenix won the Western Conference. They had that parade after. Like, dude, you just won the Western Conference Finals. You still got to win the championship.
Yeah, I feel you.
It's crazy. But I like the Celtics comfortably. I got them -3.5. Some books have it -4. I also took them on the money line too to play it safe too. So hopefully I win either way. But like I said, the team that wins the game is covered every single time since May 9th, dude, which is crazy to think about. May 9th.
Sheesh.
Basically over a month since we've had a dog, cover the spread and lose. Unbelievable stuff.
Yeah, that's nasty.
Yep. And I lean the over 210. I usually love to play unders during the playoffs, especially in elimination games, but because this one could be a blowout, I wouldn't be shocked if like the Celtics put up like 220 and the Warriors put up 100. I'm sorry, 220.
How many times have they hit the over this series?
Believe twice. Games 1 and 3.
Okay.
I've gone over.
So over under. So yeah, so let's keep the algorithm there. It'll go over this time. Last game was under.
Yep.
And
last 2 games were under. 5 and 4 were both under.
Okay.
1 and 3. So 2, 4 and 5 were under. 1 and 3 were over.
All right, well, let's even it out and go with the over.
Dude, that's not how everything works, bro.
I know, but I'm just saying. You said it's gonna be a blowout.
I think it's gonna be a blowout. I mean, just because, dude, Tatum can't go out like this. There's gonna be a Tatum game. This is gonna be
so that means Boston may score between 110 and 120.
Yeah, in the 2 games they won, those are the 2 games that went over. You know what I mean?
Okay, so that means and Golden State definitely gonna score at least 80 unless they just have a terrible shooting night. So
which could happen. But I mean, they had a terrible shooting night last time and still won.
I
That's what
think
concerns me as like someone that.
yeah, because Steph haven't been having great games and Golden State still been winning. So
Well, he had a great game
outside of that,
five and a great game.
yeah, outside of that 43 pointer.
No, he's averaging like 34 points a game though. It's really only that game five he really stunk it up.
Okay.
That was bad, dude. Like that was a bad game. That's the only thing that would concern me if I'm Boston is because like, dude, Steph had a bad game and we still lost. Like what the
Yeah,
fuck?
but then you got Steph having a bad game and them having all those turnovers.
Yeah. And at the same time, it's like, is Andrew Wiggins gonna do what he did
Have
last
26 and what fits 26 and 15 or
14,
25 and 13, something like that again.
Yeah, like the chances of that happening are pretty slim, dude. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, he kind of showed why he was a number one pick last game, huh?
yeah, I mean, he's always that potential's always been there, dude. It's just a
Yeah,
matter.
he was with Minnesota.
Well, and I think with some people, like it takes a little bit longer because like
For the light
people
bulb to turn on.
mature at different levels. You know what I mean? Like not everybody's on the same timeline.
It's like Ja Morant. Yeah, I feel you. It took him a little longer.
Yeah, it took him a little longer to figure it out. And honestly, like going to a organization like the Warriors where he's able to be like, they're like, hey man, play high level defense and play your role, and you're gonna be great at it. And he has been.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing. That's why the Warriors are a good organization, unfortunately.
Yeah, they're not asking him to be the end all be all.
Yep. Because I don't think I don't think he's like a shot creator. You know what I mean? Like I don't think he'll
Yeah,
ever
he's
be
not.
that
Yeah.
guy. Which when you draft a guy number one, that's kind of what you want him to be able to do everything. Like he should
Yeah,
be.
you can
that guy.
definitely tell the difference between him and who was the number one pick this year?
Cade Cunningham.
Kay Cunningham. Yeah, you could definitely tell the difference between those two. All number one picks are not the same.
Nope. And they won't be the same this year too, because it's going to be either Jabari Smith or Chet Holmgren number one, and those two guys are definitely not Cade Cunningham. But Chet's special, man.
So on the defensive end, he's definitely special, but he has the tools to have a pretty good offensive game too.
Yeah.
If I had the number one pick, that's who I'm taking.
And you got to understand, like he played in a system at Gonzaga
Yeah.
where Mark Few he wasn't the focal point of the offense. You know what I mean? So like he didn't really get to showcase what he does best. Very similarly to Karl Anthony Towns. Remember when Anthony Towns was at Kentucky and he was basically just a rim protector and would catch lobs?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he wasn't shooting threes. He wasn't doing none of that. No post up. Nothing.
Yeah. So I think it's a very similar type situation that you're
Yeah,
gonna
that's true.
see.
Because when he was playing AAU and in high school, that dude was he was a monster.
Bro, he even played well against France for the gold medal against Wembanyama. And Wembanyama is special, man. Like, have you seen that dude? He's like 7'4" with like a 9-foot wingspan, bro. Like
What the when he going to the draft
next year.
Okay.
Andy could shoot the three. He's got handles. Dog.
Oh wait, that's that one dude I was watching though. I think Greg posted him.
Yeah, I think so. From France, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But he is like physically very immature. Same with Chet. Like Chet's gonna have to grow into his frame for sure. But I think they invest way too much in like how a kid looks, and I guarantee if Chet wasn't white, people would think of him a lot differently, dude. Does that make any sense? Because people, I mean, let's be honest, dude. When you think of a white basketball player, they're usually chumps, and I'm a white basketball player. You know what I mean? Like you think they're shooters, and that's about it, dude. Like you expect the white guy to shoot.
Yeah, that's pretty much that's true.
You know, so like that's why I feel like Chet Holmgren. People look at him and they're just like, "Oh, this is a skinny white kid." Like he's gonna be he could shoot the ball, but okay, what else can he do? Like he can handle the ball, he can pass the ball. He's a great rim protector. He's much more athletic than people give him credit for, and he's a tough kid too. He's a very tough kid.
So he's being compared to who?
Well, I mean,
Because I've seen some wild ass comparisons. Like he's not Tim Duncan. I've seen like some scouts have some crazy comparisons for him.
Well, you always if you're scouting a guy, you want to give it his ceiling and his floor, right?
Okay.
So like I think his ceiling is Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis-esque. Like, he's a 7-footer
Okay.
that's skilled, and he could be like that.
Mm-hmm.
And his floor is like a fucking Kristaps Porzingis, like a guy that
Okay.
could protect the rim and knock down threes. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Or trying to think of like a big that like can just block shots and shoot. That's good. That's his floor. You know what I mean? But I still think that even at a floor, he has like a role in this league, a very good role. You know what I mean? So that's
He
why
definitely gonna have, unless he have like a catastrophic injury, he definitely gonna have a 15-year career in the NBA.
exactly. And that's if I'm drafting a guy number 1, bro, and like I know he's a 7-footer who can protect the rim and shoot the three. At least I know at worst, dude, I'm getting a guy that like can contribute in a
Especially
role.
in today's game.
Yeah, like perfect fit. And at best, I could get a franchise cornerstone generational type player. You know what I mean? And that's my concern with Jabari Smith is like Jabari Smith, I think his ceiling's like KD, but I think his floor is much lower, dude, because he's not as good of a defender as Chet Holmgren. He doesn't protect the rim. And the one thing about block shots, the translation from college to pro, is I feel like block shots it displays athleticism. You know what I mean? Because you have to play above the rim at the D1 level. So if you're that much more athletic and you're blocking 4 shots a game, like that tells me you are much more athletic than the average athlete in college, right?
Yeah, kind of, because you look at like Anthony Davis, players like that who
Yeah.
were pretty damn dominant on the defensive end in college,
Yep.
and they turned out to be pretty good defenders in the league.
Exactly. So that's what concerns me about Jabari Smith. So I think Jabari Smith, while he does have a high ceiling, I think his floor is much lower. So like if I'm taking a guy number 1, I'd much rather go with Chet Holmgren. Now Jabari Smith might be better as a rookie. He might be better in the first 2 years. But I think Chet's going to be much better longer. Same with Paolo Banchero. Nice offensively, but again, he's not that good on the defensive side. So and I think he has a very high ceiling, but again, I think his floor is much lower. Although I think his floor is like a fucking old Carmelo Anthony.
Breaking news.
What?
Otani triples in the 9th to break up Tyler Anderson's no-hitter.
Oh, I see it right here. Now Dave Anderson's taking him out after 123 pitches, bro.
Damn.
They should have honestly taken him. I know people are gonna get mad, like, dude, oh, he didn't get the no-hitter, blah blah blah. But like, come on, man, 123 pitches, like, dude, you're wasting, dude, bro.
Yeah, that's a lot of pitches.
It's a lot of pitches. How's that gonna go next game? You know what I mean? Usually when dudes pitch 123 pitches, they fucking stink for like 2 starts.
He get shelled the next game.
Yep. Hopefully,
All right, take the over next time Tyler Anderson pitched for the Dodgers.
Knox will pull him pretty quick, dude. They needed that though, because the Dodgers are banged up, and we're gonna get to that in a second.
Yeah.
So NBA Finals, I'm glad we talked draft though, because I fucking love talking in college hoops, bro. But so game, we both like Boston here.
Yeah, if Boston lose tomorrow, Tatum and Brown probably would have to have 2 terrible games.
It's happened. It's happened.
Yeah, so if Brown can have a decent game and Tatum have his usual one of Tatum games that he had throughout the playoffs, I can see him winning easily.
True.
Just play good defense, make the Warriors work for everything, crash the board, stop turning the damn ball over to it like it's a hot tamale. And please shoot more than 70% from the free throw line. 75, 80. Let's get it.
Yeah, they're much better free throw shooters, which is like the weird thing, dude. You know what I mean? Like they just were, it was uncharacteristic.
I think they shot 60-some% in game 5.
Yeah, no, it was nasty. At one point they were shooting 44% from the free throw line in the first half.
That's horrible.
Yep. And in the first half too, they turned the ball over 9 times, which led to 15 fast break points, dude. You cannot give 15 free points, dude.
Yeah, that can't happen again.
That's why I'm saying like a lot of Boston's issues are fixable, dude.
Yeah, Email get them right.
I think so too. I think
for this game.
All right, let's talk some Major League Baseball, Ervin. Ben and I, we talked about futures last night. So if people tuned in, we basically went through every division and what the futures, the odds to win the division looked like right now. And a few of the teams we came across, primarily in the NL Central, the Cardinals, the Brewers, also the NL West, the Dodgers, Padres, Giants. We were saying that a lot of these teams need to make moves to solidify their position in their division, in their league. Also, the Minnesota Twins was another one because Minnesota Twins need a starter. So let's talk about the Dodgers first because you're a Dodgers guy. We were talking about this before we went on that Walker Buehler's out for 3 months. What are the Dodgers going to do? They're getting excellent production from Tyler Anderson and Tony Gonsolin, but they have to make a trade for a starting pitcher. Do you agree with me there?
Definitely, because we don't know when May's coming back, and when May do come back, they already said he's going to be coming out of the bullpen. Blake Trinan is out probably another month and a half. That's lining up with the All-Star break. Kershaw back might continue to be an issue. Yep. And Bauer is suspended for 2 years. So we definitely need another high-level starter.
True.
And the starter that I want happens to play for the Oakland A's.
I mean, there's not a lot on the market, dude. You're basically
it's not. It's like you said, it's 3 guys.
I think there's gonna be the 3 highest level guys: Tyler Mahle, Frankie Montas, and Martin Perez. And I definitely agree with you. I think the best fit is Montas to the Dodgers because the Dodgers don't need another lefty, right? So Martin Perez is kind of out of the picture. And I honestly think the Blue Jays are going to get Martin Perez because they do need a left-handed starter. So I do think that that's going to be their go-to guy.
Is Ryu pitching? Is he hurt?
He's out for the year. He's out for the year now. Yeah.
Damn.
Yep.
Sheesh.
That's why
they definitely need a left-hander then because that's their left-handed pitching.
Yep. Well, him and Kikuchi, Kikuchi fucking sucks, dude.
Yeah. So why even mention him?
Yeah. But I mean, he's going to be in their rotation for the rest of the year. But he's like their 5th starter. But now they need a dominant left-handed pitcher, primarily because the Rays don't hit left-handed pitching well, and the Yankees. I mean, they're hitting everything well at this point.
Yeah.
But
hottest team in baseball.
Yeah, they haven't hit lefties as well as they've hit righties.
Okay.
So it kind of changes everything. Plus, you don't want to play lefties. If you're the Yankees, you don't play Joey Gallo when a lefty's on the mound,
Yeah.
So it kind of benefits, especially at Yankee Stadium where they have the short right porch, changes everything.
Yeah. So, but for my Dodgers, I need Urias to start pitching like he's capable of pitching, damn near Cy Young level. I need Haney to come back and continue to beast. Need Kershaw to stay healthy, but we definitely need another pitcher because Buehler is going to be out pretty much. If he's out 3 months, he's going to be out pretty much to the playoffs start. Yeah. And you don't want to just be dependent on Walker Buehler, even though he's technically your ace. You don't want to be dependent on him 3 months throwing him into the playoffs 3 months off the DL. Yeah. But throwing straight into the playoffs, right, coming right off the DL, a 3-month stint. Good thing it's not Tommy John because he had that before.
Well, when we were going on before the air, you were saying the Dodgers don't ever overpay for trade deadline pieces, which is true. They don't. They genuinely don't. But I don't think the Dodgers can afford to not make a deal at the deadline.
Yeah. So if we trade for your guy, we probably give up one of our top 5 prospects, along with 2 B-level prospects.
I'll take it.
We'll probably give you a catcher, or outfielder, and
the A's have 2 of the top catchers in the minors, dude.
Okay, well, we got another catcher that's probably better than both y'all catchers, so we'll give y'all him.
No way.
We probably gonna give y'all some arms, honestly. Y'all could probably. We're not gonna give up Bobby Miller. I think out of all our prospects, him and Cartaya and the other infielder is probably the only ones the Dodgers are probably not give up for anyone right now, probably outside of a Juan Soto. But honestly, I don't know. Y'all might like Lux because Gavin's not untouchable anymore.
I mean, the fact that he's already major league ready and like he should only get better.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not opposed to that. Plus, he could
Y'all
like
could
plug and play right away.
and y'all could take Cody Bellinger.
Nah, that's not gonna happen. Only because Bellinger makes a lot of money, dude. So they're definitely not gonna do that.
He only make 11 million.
Dude, that would be the highest paid player on the A's.
Well, it's the A's. We know y'all don't pay people over 20 million.
They're not gonna, dude. There's no way the A's would take back Cody Bellinger, dude. And if they did, you would have to give up another prospect.
Well, when y'all move to Vegas, y'all start investing in higher level players. Y'all start spending more money.
Yeah, but Cody Bellinger isn't a higher level player.
I know, not no more. I'm just saying it's in the tank. I don't know what happened to him, man. I've never seen a player start so hot and then his collapse is just horrible. He went from National League MVP to Joey Gallo. Just plays better defense.
Dude. Joey Gallo is better than him,
Well, probably this year. Who ain't better than him this year?
bro. I would not take Cody Bellinger. I would take Gavin Lux, though.
Yeah, y'all could probably take Gavin. If y'all take Gavin, that'll lessen the hit to our farm system, honestly. I just don't want y'all to get Bobby Miller. I think Bobby Miller is gonna be nice.
No, I don't think they would get Bobby Miller. He's too high. The Dodgers wouldn't part with him. I think I'm looking at the prospects right now. I'm assuming they would probably do a package around Andy Pages. And then probably some lower level prospects like Clayton Beater. Because like you said, the A's need pitching, so I think they would take a couple of your lower level pitching prospects. Maddox Bruns, who's in single A right now, but he's only 19 years old. But I think if they could get something done like around there. But the thing is like the Twins need a starting pitcher so fucking bad too, dude. That I think there could get into a
they gonna drive up our price.
I think there could be a bidding war, dude. Because I don't think the Twins, like getting Martin Perez doesn't benefit them for the simple fact that the White Sox have an easy schedule coming down the stretch, and the White Sox absolutely crush left-handed pitching, dude. So like having a left-handed pitcher versus them is like useless. You know what I mean? And and then the Guardians, on the other hand, too, they're actually not good against left-handed pitching, but they're playing pretty well too. And the Guardians need a starting pitcher.
Yeah,
But the Guardians definitely won't be in the Frankie Montas sweepstakes.
Yeah, no.
There's no way. I think it's going to come down to the Twins and Dodgers for Frankie Montas, Blue Jays for Martin Perez, and then I think Tyler Mahle, I don't know where he's going to go, to be honest. Could go to the Dodgers. Actually, that's the kind of move the Dodgers would make, too, for Tyler Mahle. He's nice. He went 9 innings the other night, 0 earned, and didn't even get a win.
Damn, that sucks.
It was the first time in like 50 years a pitcher has gone 9 innings, given up 0 runs, and didn't get a win.
Damn, my Dodgers are second place now for punk ass Padres.
Yeah, the Padres are gonna fade. Fernando Tatis still hasn't swung a bat, and he's still not cleared to swing a bat. So
damn, he might miss the whole year then.
Nah, he won't miss the whole year, but he will miss. Like they said originally that he was coming back in June. At this point, I mean, there's no way he comes back in June if he hasn't swung
he's
a
probably
bat.
he's probably back in like August.
Maybe after All-Star break.
No, he haven't got cleared now, bro. I think that wrist injury might be a lot worse than what they were saying it is.
I mean,
And then on top of that, his shoulder completely healed? Because word around the campfire, he needed surgery on that shoulder. He just was putting it off.
I mean, maybe that could be the reason why he's not playing. It would make sense because a wrist injury shouldn't be taking fucking 4 months, dude.
Unless it's like a complete fracture
and needed like ligament repair and shit.
Yeah.
I don't know, but that does not bode well. That's the other thing, dude, is the Padres are going to be very aggressive at the trade deadline because they always are.
They always are, but what does it yield them? First round exits in the playoffs, or miss the playoffs entirely?
I mean, yeah, but I mean they have a good team, dude.
Yeah, this year could be different. The starting pitching is pretty decent.
Darvish
what's
and
it-
Musgrove has been great.
yeah. Musgrove been beasting. So
He pitches tomorrow too against the Cubbies. Shout out to Eli. Fucking Cubs got blasted again, dog. Motherfuckers have given up 20 runs like two times in the last
Man.
5 days, dude.
yeah, I just checked the score. What 16-5?
Crazy, dude. Football score, man. It'd be a weird football score, but it's a football score. All right, let's get some
Let's go, y'all.
let's get some best bets.
Best bets. All right, let me look it up.
I got 2 best bets. I'll go first since you're not
All
ready.
right.
My 2 best bets of the day, we're going Guardians money line -130 against the Colorado Rockies. Favorites went 13-2 yesterday, but more importantly, today, yesterday being today, 13-2, and more importantly, away favorites, Ervin 209 and 127, which is a 62.2% hit rate. Chad Kuhl is taking the hill for the Rockies, and he got off to a scorching start this year, but since May, he has pitched 32.2 thirds innings and has allowed 19 runs. Cleveland is 7-3 in their last 10, and Tristan McKenzie, while he hasn't been great, he's been getting the job done and has a sub-1 whip. And Colorado is 26th in WRC plus versus right-handed pitching. Give me the Guardians money line -130, and then we are also going to take the Boston Celtics Bastin -3.5. Let's go.
Okay. My 2 is gonna be Boston money line, like you said, and I'm gonna take the over.
The over in the basketball game?
Yep,
All right. I like it.
over 210.
Over 210. I like it. I lean that over much more than I like the under. And that's saying something because I usually love unders in the playoffs. Sorry, I usually always bet unders.
Yeah, because they slow down and it's not, not as much scoring.
Yep,
But
game always
Boston
slows
gonna
down.
Boston gonna do their thing tomorrow.
I hope so, man. Because Lord knows your boy got a lot of money riding on this fucking series. Dude. So,
And there's nothing like a game 7.
nothing like a game 7. And it's on Father's Day, bro. It's going to happen, bro. It's going to happen. Father's Day, we get game 7 and we get the US Open PGA Championship. Oh, that reminds me. I do have a US Open bet. Fitzpatrick plus 3,300, 33-1 to win the US Open. He has won at this course before. The only player in the field to win at this course in a tournament before. So give me Fitzpatrick to win the US Open 33-1, man. Let's go. Let's do it. Make sure to go to Tavour.com or download the Tavour app straight to your mobile device and use promo code TAPROOM for $10 off your first purchase of $25 or more. Stay hydrated, drink water after you drink a beer. Do not drink and drive. We do not support that shit. For Swerve and Ervin, Washington, I'm Jordan. Stacks on stacks on stacks, lads. We will catch y'all next week. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Peace.
And happy Father's Day to all the fathers
Happy
out
early
there.
Father's Day to all the fathers.
Yes, yes.